I'm Steve James, and welcome to this weekend's 30 Minutes on Thunderbolt Radio and Digital. On this weekend's 30 Minutes, we're highlighting the 2025 Union City High School Top 10 Banquet, honoring the top 10 students in the freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior classes. The guest speaker is Dr. Dylan Bondurant, and the MC is Union City Director of Schools, Wes Kennedy. We hope you enjoy this weekend's 30 Minutes.
I know some of you, especially the freshman table, are still eating, continue on, and we'll go ahead and get started. First of all, I'd like to recognize some special guests that we have with us tonight. First of all, I'm blessed to work with the greatest school board in America. We have our Board of Education here tonight. So grateful for them to be here and all they do for the students of Union City Schools. Also, we have Mayor Haley. I know Mayor Haley's back here, and the City Council. Really appreciate all they do. And it's just them and City Manager Johnny McTurner, who's not with us tonight, of every department with the city. We couldn't do what we do unless it was the city's help, for everything from the fire department, police department, to the water department, and so on. So really appreciate each of them. Also, on the back of your program, we couldn't do this without our sponsors. These people have sponsored us, and we're so grateful to each of them for continuing to sponsor us in this endeavor, because they know that academics is important, and that's what it's about. That's why we go to school. It's for academics, and I really appreciate each of them. If you would, give all those a big round of applause. For you top 10 students, there is one other sponsor. I have no clue the person's name. Don't have a clue. But I know this, that somebody that works for them came to me. Person wants to make a long-term investment for top 10. So they brought us $4,100 bills. So each one of your top 10 students will get a $100 bill tonight, and they want to do that this year. So I have no idea. They want to be anonymous. I'm sure your top 10 students really are happy with it being anonymous. You don't, it doesn't bother you. I understand, and I really appreciate that going out for each of you. 1999 Union City High School graduate, Dr. Dylan Bondurant, the son of Jim and Mary Nita, who's with us tonight. Thank y'all for coming. Is a man of varied interest. The husband of Courtney Bondurant and the father of Riley, Bo, and Brooks, all Union City School students. Dr. Bondurant began a life of waterfowl and deer hunting, and still does that, and fishing at an early age. And he does that 4 days a week, and I think he works 3 days a week, according to Courtney, but that's okay. A standout linebacker for the Union City High School Golden Tornado football team. He was part of the football team that in his junior and senior seasons included a state runner-up finish and a semifinal trip in tournament play. His family and friends know Dylan as a standout chef. I didn't know that. He has fed many people from his own recipes. I'm sure they include wildlife, probably. A man of great Christian faith and very involved in his church community at Crosswinds. He has served on many mission trips overseas to help others. The thing about Dr. Bondurant is he's never without a smile. He's never without a smile and a warm handshake. Dr. Bondurant returned here to his hometown of Union City after graduating from UTM and the Southern College of Optometry, and joined the practice of Drs. Denneberg, Jordan, and Bondurant in 2008. Please join me in giving a warm smile and welcome to Dr. Dylan Bondurant.
Good evening. I've been an optometrist in Union City now for 18 years. And doing that for 18 years, I've become very comfortable sitting down in a one-on-one situation and pretty much talking about anything. But as you look around tonight, this is not a one-on-one situation. So I'd like to thank Mr. Wes Kennedy for inviting me to speak at this Top 10 banquet and stretching my comfort zone a little bit. Back in February, my caller ID said Union City Schools was calling, and I'm so used to that. And I knew when I answered, I would hear Camille Mobb's sweet voice tell me that my kids would be out for President's Day. But it was not Camille's voice. It was Wes Kennedy's voice. So here I am. In all seriousness, it's an honor to be here. I'm glad to be here. I love our school system. I love our town and community. And I cannot think of a more centric event to attend and be part of. Wes pointed out a few things about me. Of course, my parents, they were amazing parents. They still are amazing parents and grandparents. Mary, Nita, and Jim Bondurant. And then, so I went to Union City and graduated in '99. I went to UT Martin, and then I went to optometry school. So I like to say I'm as West Tennessee as you get academically, right? But I'm proud of that. I think you could travel the world over and have a hard time finding the opportunities in the community and the culture that we have here. So it's something, I don't say that tongue-in-cheek. I am proud of being West Tennessee. 2004, I met my best friend, and I married her in 2007, Miss Courtney Bondurant. And like he said, we have 3 kids in the Union City school system. And I really wouldn't want them anywhere else. But that's enough about me. Tonight's about you guys. Good job. Congratulations on making the top 10 here. That's quite the accomplishment, certainly in the academic environment here at UCHS. I know you're proud, and I know your parents are even prouder. In all likelihood, in this very room, there are 4 future salutatorians and 4 future valedictorians, and several students poised to make very high ACT scores. Y'all are set up for much, much success. Tonight isn't, though, just about celebrating academic excellence, however. It's also about recognizing the effort and heart it takes to get here. You've met deadlines, taken tests, helped classmates, and you have succeeded. Being in the top 10 means you have worked very hard. You have chosen to show up every day, even when it wasn't easy. That takes grit and discipline. Do you know what grit is? Its true meaning are the tiny rocks and sand that birds eat so they can digest their food. Without this grit, it doesn't matter how well a bird eats, it will starve to death. Grit gets things done. Discipline, to me, is doing what you may not want to do and doing it like you love it because you give it 100%. So if you take grit and discipline, you can go really, really far. Now I want to share something I've learned over the years looking people in the eye, literally. I just don't mean 20/20 eyesight. Vision matters. I mean the vision and purpose of your direction. The truth is, life after high school is not going to be perfectly clear. There will be blurry moments. You may even hit a few blind spots and change directions more than once. That's okay. That's normal. When I started UTM, I was planning on being a game warden. It's good to pause and evaluate your vision for yourself. Pray about it. In Proverbs 4, it says, "Let your eyes look directly forward, and your gaze be straight before you. Ponder the path of your feet. Then all your ways will be sure." Once you have pondered your path and know your course, then attack it with grit and discipline. One thing I would like you to take away from tonight is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is a mental tool I use to get things accomplished. Use this mental tool when you know what needs to be done, but need a push to get after it. Take a deep breath, then tell yourself, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, then put your feet on the ground and get after it. I couldn't study at night. Never could. And I'm not advocating procrastination, but it did not work for me. I would go to bed early and then get up at 4 a.m. to study. Now, I no longer have to say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 to study, but I do have to say it when it's 35 degrees and raining and all the farm chores have to be done. My next advice may be what I believe as I get older, the most important advice. Many of you here tonight will be leaders. Lead by showing an example of having grit and getting things done, but also try every day to make someone else's day better. Most mornings, that's the last thing I say to my children getting out of the car. And I'm sure some days it goes in one ear and out the other. But I hope sometimes they intentionally put others first. That's the ultimate balance. Grit and self-discipline to advance yourself while concurrently helping others. Grit and discipline to advance yourself while concurrently helping others. So again, congratulations on being honored here tonight. You're certainly on the springboard for much success. To the lower classmen, keep up the work. Take advantage of how great UCHS and our community are. To the graduating seniors, you have certainly made your mark here, and don't lose that grit and self-discipline that got you here. Never stop helping others. Start dreaming big, bigger than you thought you could ever dream about what your vision may be in your future endeavors. But don't forget, it could be a big dream to return here. It was for me. Then decide what needs to be done. Take a deep breath. Then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank y'all.
Good evening. It's my honor to announce this year's top 10 freshmen. Students, please come forward when your name is called. Family and friends, please stand when your student is recognized. Ainsley Grace Beard, accompanied by her parents, Celine and Bentley Beard. Phoebe Sue Coleman, daughter of Stephanie and Sam Coleman, accompanied by her mother and sister Lydia. Monticello Terrell F. Dale, son of Michelle Riley, accompanied by his mother and family friend Vondel Davidson. Lindsay Marie Del Valle, accompanied by her parents, Janice and Marcos. Wrigley Dean Harder, accompanied by his parents, Stephanie and Wade Harder. Skylar Lee Jeffrey Hillen, accompanied by his parents, Heather and Daniel Hillen. Addison Ray Launer, daughter of Kirsten Hendricks and Danny Launer, accompanied by her mother and grandmother, Darlene Canote. Blythe Olivia Ogden, accompanied by her parents, Nikki Ogden and Chris Ogden. Jack Henry Theobald, son of Amy Reedy and Todd Theobald, accompanied by his father. Marley Elizabeth Waddell, accompanied by her parents, Amber and Jason Dean. Let's give these top 10 freshmen another round of applause.
Now we'll present our sophomores, top 10 for the 25 school year. Andrew Byers Beard, son of Celine and Bentley Beard, accompanied by his brother Benjamin Beard and girlfriend Natalie Soto. Leighton Allen Courtright, son of Lee and Kevin Courtright, accompanied by his father and grandfather, Ken Courtright. Jenna Kate Cross, accompanied by her parents, Emily and Jacob Cross. Ariana Noel Gear, accompanied by her parents, Christlyn and Sean Gear. Roy Michelle Howell, daughter of Jessica Wagner, accompanied by her mother and sister, Bailey Wagner. Chloe Faith Hubbard, daughter of Casey Hubbard, accompanied by her mother and grandmother, Tammy Overby. Riley Kate McKinney, accompanied by her parents, Cody Dilday and Michael McKinney. Jemiah Danielle Morris, daughter of Jason Morris, accompanied by her father and grandmother, Janice Young. Madison Lee Pate, accompanied by her parents, Amy and Adam Pate. Foster Fall Rogers, son of Christy and Chris Rogers, accompanied by his grandparents, Fred and Ruth Ann Fall. Congratulations, sophomores, top 10 in 2025.
I'll be announcing our top 10 juniors for the year 2025. We'll start off with Claire Elizabeth Atwell, accompanied by her parents, Christy and Craig Atwell. Addison Elizabeth Carr, accompanied by her parents, Angie and Jared Carr. Bertie Lynn Jenkins, accompanied by her parents, Amy and Lynn Jenkins. Tristan Scott Lynch, accompanied by his parents, Chantel and Christopher Lynch. Landon Cole McAdams, accompanied by his parents, Kelsey and Cole McAdams. Arnav Shashikant Rajwati, accompanied by his grandmother, Kun Bala, and brother Rohan. Riley Elizabeth Stone, she's accompanied by her parents, Amy and Ryan Stone. Maddie Grace Theobald, daughter of Amy Reedy and Todd Theobald, accompanied tonight by her mother and stepfather, Chuck Reedy. And finally, Grace Elizabeth Worrell, accompanied by her parents, Katie and Andrew Worrell. These are your top 10 juniors in an outstanding class. I noticed some of the freshmen that looked in that. The money's still up here, freshmen. I know you were looking at like Christmas time, but you gotta, after it's over with, you're going to take pictures. And then when you go take pictures, you have to sign for the money. Our auditor, Mr. Atwell's over there, so, you know, he gets us if we don't sign off on it. So we have to do that, but you got your money. Don't worry about it. Our seniors this year, Miss Jamie Madeline Beckton, accompanied by her parents Elizabeth and Scott Beckton. Antonio Chavez Pastor, accompanied by parents Paulina Pastor and Margarito Chavez. Excuse me. Allie Kate Frilly. Allie is accompanied tonight is the daughter of Lindsay Theobald and accompanied by her mother and family friend Rachel McKinney. Claire Elizabeth Frilling, accompanied by her parents Christy Frilling and Kevin Frilling. Addison Grace Kitchen, accompanied by her parents Renee and Stephen Kitchen. Hannah Ruth Moon, accompanied by her parents Marcy and Brad Moon. Miranda Louise Parr, accompanied by her parents Dr. John and Katie Parr. Edie Corrine Rogers, accompanied by her parents Christy and Chris Rogers. Maya Elizabeth Runyons, accompanied by her parents, Stephanie Morgan and Kevin Runyons. And Daisy Sanchez, accompanied by her parents, Herberto and Salomon Sanchez.
Would you join me, please, Dylan? I am so glad that I got to hear Dylan speak tonight. I have known him and his family for a long time, and many of you may not know this, but he has given so much back to our community, and we are very proud of him, and we're excited for his accomplishments. And Dylan, on behalf of the Union City Board of Education, we would like to present you with a small token of our appreciation. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dr. Bondurant, thank you again for being here at our 39th annual Top 10 Banquet. Outstanding message. We did not talk about that before time, but grit and discipline are something we preach around here, and that's just it's fantastic to hear that, and so it means the world for folks in our community to come back and talk about their success stories and be living proof of the grit and determination that we preach up here, the no excuses attitude that we have at our school. And thank you so much for being here, and thank you for your message. Students, one last thing we do every year, it's tradition before we close. We can't go without it. If you are, and this would only pertain to some of you, if this is your first time to be in the top 10, if you've only been in the top 10 one time, please stand at this time. Very good. Very good. If you've been in the top 10 two times, please stand. If this is your third go-around in the top 10, please stand. And if you are a four-peat, if you've been here all 4 years, please stand. Thank you, ladies. I believe that just kind of goes to show you how competitive these kids are, and there's different faces in here sometimes. They're always vying for positions, and so thank you guys so much for your hard work, your dedication. It is outstanding to be in here one time, let alone multiple times, and so thank you guys for everything you did. So we will be taking, as Mr. Kennedy mentioned, we'll be taking pictures in the library, so parents, you're welcome to come down and snap some pictures as well. We'll take group pictures, and you're free to take whatever pictures you want, but we're going to take a group picture, and then maybe more importantly, you'll get your money down there as soon as you sign. So we'll have a table set up down there for the money, so make sure you don't forget about that. And for everybody else that was here tonight, thank you so much. That's going to conclude our program. Appreciate you being here, and have a great rest of the evening.
You've been listening to the 2025 Union City High School Top 10 Banquet, featuring guest speaker Dr. Dylan Bondurant.
You've been listening to 30 Minutes, a community affairs program on Thunderbolt Radio. You can listen to this broadcast and others anytime by visiting thunderboltradio.com and following the Thunderbolt Radio and Digital YouTube page. Thanks for listening.